Hello dear, I'm back once again. We were discussing about the French Revolution. That's it. The French Revolution was a watershed event in modern European history that began from 1789 and it lasted till 1790 with the ascent of Napoleon Bonaparte. Means when the moment when Napoleon Bonaparte arrived, from that moment onwards, it ended. Okay, the revolution ended, and actually it was a revolt of the common people. They revolted against the autocratic rule, and they demanded to set up a government of their own choice, because the king who used to control the whole country at the time was not up to the mark. He was only concerned about himself. Louis XIV, Louis XV, and Louis XVI. These three were the main kings upon whose event the whole scenario has been set up. Okay, and so these three kings were of different mentality. They were less concerned about the people, about their kingdom. They were only concerned about themselves, their motives, and their liking and disliking. So when people actually realized that this is the high time when they should revolt, because they are getting deprived of what they should get. For suppose I require to get 5 books, but I am getting only 3 books, then what shall I do? I'll revolt. First I'll ask in a very soft voice regarding the books and copies, and then when I will find that I am not getting it properly, then I'll raise up my voice. And when I'll see that even if I'm raising up my voice but I'm not getting the actual response, then I'll start the revolt. So when do people actually revolt? That we need to know first. People revolt when they demand the requirement, what they should get are not fulfilled. They were being given the words that yes, they are going to be fulfilled, they will not be deprived, but they were deprived from all angles. During this period, French citizens raised and resigned their country's political landscape, uprooting centuries old institutions such as absolute monarchy and feudal system. They revolted against everything because day by day they were getting deterioration. What happens when we are under certain rule? We see that there should be an improvement. Today we are going to have 2 chapatis. The days will go on, we'll earn more, we'll get more comfortness. We will be able to earn 4 chapatis. Then our ability will succeed to earn 8 chapatis. Then it will raise to 10, then 15, then 20, and so the circle goes on. But in this case, the people were getting only and only deprivation, only and only deterioration. They were only falling down and down and down. The economical status, the economical strategy, the economical standard was getting lower, lowest. Those who were rich were becoming richer. Those who were poor were becoming poorer. But when do we get exhausted? When do we get irritated? When do we feel that no, we don't require this government? When we feel, or when we see, or when we get the result that the existing government or the existing monarchy or the existing ruler are not thinking about us. They are thinking about themselves. They are thinking about their benefit. But what should be the rule or role of a ruler? A ruler should always think about his ruled person, whom he is ruling. There must be control, of course, because where there is no control, there is no discipline, there is no system. I agree with that. But your control should also have love, concernation, and regards towards the person whom you're controlling. All of these qualities were missing. The king was only concerned, the king was only, rather you can say the king was less concerned, less worried, less bothered about the people whom he is ruling. Whereas he should be much more concerned, he should be much more tensed, he should be much more thoughtful about them. Because his country's treasury is maintained by their payments, their taxes, right? But the thing was not like that. So the upheaval was caused by widespread discontent with the French monarchy and the poor economic policies of King Louis XVI. As I have already told you, the whole story was about King Louis XV and King Louis XVI. King Louis XVI was the last ruler who was not at all eligible to control. King Louis XIV was concerned. He was concerned about his country, he was concerned about his kingdom, he was concerned about the people to whom he is ruling, but he could not sustain. Then came King Louis XV. King Louis XV was very polite, very soft spoken. He did not have any voice, and he was moving on the behalf of his soulmate. Then arrives King Louis XVI. King Louis XVI was only concerned about filling up his treasury, covering up all the gaps of the king's wealth, without concerning or thinking about the common people's benefit and profit. In one word, you can say he was less concerned about the ruinment of the common people. Rather, he was much more concerned about the fulfillment of king's treasury. This can never be the rule. This can never be a perfect role of a ruler. He can never be called a ruler when he is only concerned about himself. So he was met by the death by guillotine, as did his wife Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette was his soulmate, that is his wife. Although it failed to achieve all of its goals and at times degenerated into a chaotic bloodbath. What is the meaning of bloodbath? Bloodbath means there were only fightings, there were only blood, there was only death. No survival was seen. People were completely frustrated. They were fed up. They did not want any sort of monarchical rule. They decided that we will set up our own government. We will be the owner, we will be the ruler, we are going to rule ourselves. Because when there is no one to think about us, then we have to think about ourselves. The king should have been so much concerned that he should have thought about the common people. But king is not at all concerned about it. The French Revolution played a critical role in shaping modern nations by showing the world the power inherent in the will of the people. He was less concerned, and so people revolted. People revolted and they declared that we don't want any king to rule our country, rule us. We will set up our own monarchy, and then they demanded democratic government. We will set up our government. We will decide who is going to be the ruler. The person who will understand us, the person who will feel for us, the person who will stand for us, the person who will not be selfish. Only that person has the right, or only that person has the eligibility to be our ruler, no one else. I hope then in the chapter, I hope this much is clear to all of you. Now, I am just giving you the summary. I'll read the lesson to you in my next class. So, then came what should I say, three intelligent people. They taught the common people to think logically. They arrived in the transition mode. You know what is the meaning of transition? Transition means when there is a huge change, turnover. That is transition. That transition period was brought by three famous people. Among them, one was Rousseau. I'll let you know all the names. So they made people think about their benefit, their sideness. How can they get profited? How can they do something so that they will be profited as well as kingdom will also be profited? I'll get wealth, but I'll not ruin you. You will also get something. So let's do something that you will get the maximum part, I'll get the minimum part, but I'll not be deprived. I'll get some amount. That some amount, one day it will make a big amount. Right? So the thing should be either 60-40 or 70-30, but not less than that. Because I am working hard, I also need to get that amount of money so that I can make my all the things smoothly. I can lead a comfortable life. So my comfort level should match my earning. Achha. Now the days were going on. Then came, at that time Germany was not ruling very nicely. It was running very bad. Germany lost all the control, all the rule, all the hope and everything. It was economically completely ruined. Nothing was there left. People were starving, in one word you can say. At that time, Hitler arrived. Now, who is Hitler? Hitler was a very good administrator, you can say. He was a very good soldier, you can say. He was very cunning. He calculated a game. This time, Germany is very weak. Now, if I will go and hold the control of Germany and make the people believe, or rather I can convince them that I am going to give you a very comfortable life. I am going to fulfill all your needs. I am going to give you bright sunshine. Then people will come to me because they have no other option left. They are drowning. So they need someone or something to hold and rise up so that they can get their life back. And for that, if I'll go in front of them, then they'll definitely hold me. And there, he got the chance. He did the same what he has thought of. And so, he became a powerful person, and Germany became in his control. But the moment he got the power, the moment he got the place, the position, he showed his own face. Rude, arrogant, heartless, kindless, unsympathetic. Actually, he was very rude, shrewd, self-centered. He raised the party Nazism. Finally, he went down to death. His party did not sustain, and then that brought the end in Germany. When Germany's rule of Hitler ended over there. Guillotine was made by Hitler himself. It's a very what should I say? It's a very incorrigible punishment which no one can just resist. Anyways, so this was the summary of the lesson. Please do listen twice, thrice, or how many times you require. I'll get back with you very soon along with your text. Okay? Stay healthy, stay safe.